Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're returning, thank you so much for tuning back in, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Rani. Today's video is another cash envelope stuffing. This is the 5th cash envelope stuffing for the month of April. This month had 5 weeks, so I do my cash stuffings weekly based on what my pay was when I was working. So I'm gonna go ahead and count the money. I do believe I had $225, which I was gonna stuff this week. So I have the money off to the side. And I did want to mention, I did have to film this video a couple days early because I am not going to be here the days that I usually film, edit, and upload. I'm going to be in California, so I just decided to do it a couple days early, but that's fine. That works. I don't see myself having any spending days anymore, so it's gonna work out. Okay, so to get started, I have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180, 190, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So I was correct. It is 225. Let me go ahead and reorganize these bills again. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these set up. Okay, so I have my money all set up, and I have my cash envelopes and then my sinking funds binder as well. So I'm gonna start with my cash envelopes and then move on to my sinking funds. So I'll move this over to the side. And first, what I do is I take out everything that was left over for the week, and then I get to stuffing them. So for bills, I usually, these past couple of videos, I have been leaving them in here. I have $50, but I'm gonna give this to my mom, so I'm taking this out. And then I have gas, and I'm not taking out what I have in gas just because a couple videos ago I mentioned that I'm doing an unpaid externship where I have to travel to a different city. So I'm gonna keep this in here because I need this money. And then groceries, I'll take out what's in there. Miscellaneous, I'll take out what's in there. I didn't even use miscellaneous this week. And then spending, I don't take out anything in spending. And then phone, nothing comes out from phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to stuffing these. So bills gets nothing. Gas doesn't get anything either. I mentioned in my previous video that my mom was sweet enough to pump gas in my car for that week, and then, or 2 weeks ago, and then I did put money in there and I pumped that as well. So I still have enough money in here. If I do need some, I'll just add some next week. And then groceries gets its usual $50. And if you didn't watch my previous video, I'll make sure to link it down below. It's always linked down below. You can always find it in the description box. So there's groceries. Miscellaneous gets its usual 20. We'll see if I end up using it this week as well. And then spending gets its usual 25. But there are some changes. So usually you have seen me not spend out of here since I started my cash envelopes up again. I haven't spent a single dollar from in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and count it, and then I'll let you know what's going on. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200. So I have $200 in here, but I am buying myself something, which is $25, so I'm taking that out. And then I do believe I may need to take some more money out of here, but I will check when I get to the gifts envelope. I'm not sure if I want to purchase it with my own money or with the gifts envelope, because I did mention in my last video that I do have a graduation coming up in a couple birthdays. So we'll see. But for now, I'm just taking out those 25 so that I can make that purchase. And then we'll move on to the next envelope, which is phone. And this week I should have stuffed 30 to complete the $80 that I need in here, but I forgot to do that change in my budget, so I ended up doing just 20. I'll just Zelle my brother the additional $10. They were supposed to be in here. It's in the budget. Just forgot to take them out from the bank. So I have 20, 40, 60, 70. And I'll probably give this to him the next time I see him, and then just make sure I let him know that I'm going to Zelle the rest. Okay, so those are my cash envelopes for this week. I'm going to go ahead and set these aside and bring over my sinking funds binder. So I'll just set these over here, and these are my sinking funds, and I'll just take them out of here. Okay, so I'm so happy I'm back on my desk and I'm able to film on it. I just have more space. I just like it better here. So hopefully everything is within frame. I'm going to start with debt. Usually I do my emergency fund first, but it is the end of the month. I have a goal of $1,000 for this. We'll just talk about this when I get there. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it at the end and start with debt. Debt is going to get $10, $15. So I have 10, 15. Okay, so I'm going to take out what's in here to count. And now I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 20. 120 in debt. So that's awesome. I may have to use this soon though, so it was nice while I was building it up. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, so there's debt. And then I have savings. Savings is getting $1, and I'm not going to count this just because I don't see the point. Oh wow, see there's a 5 in here. Should probably go over here. My bad. Okay, so just $1 in savings. And then gifts. This time I'm going to add 20 to it because I need to beef it up a little bit before mid-May. So there's 20, and actually I'll take this out. I have 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So, let's see. Probably going to just wait, or let's see, 20, 30, 40, 50. I'll do 50 from here, and then, so I'll do 50 from here. Now I have 10, 20, 30, 40, which is fine. So I'll do 50 from there, and then I'll take out 5 from my spending because I need 55. So let's see, spending, and then I'm just taking out 5, and then I'll just count in the next week what I have left over in there. So I'll put these back here, and then medical is going to get $1. This is another low priority envelope for now, so let's do $1. I'll just take it out, see if that's easier to put back in. I'm not going to count it just because it's just $1. I'll count it when I start putting back their original amounts. So there's medical. Insurance gets its usual $31. I can't stop stuffing that one. So 20, 30, and a 1. And then I'll take out what's in here. And all right, so I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. So I have 237 now. I don't even have nails on, and I'm struggling to put this money back in here. So let's see. Okay, perfect. And then on to the next one. It is cart maintenance. This one is going to get its usual $15, so a 10 and a 5. And then I'll just scoot this over here and then put that there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110. Perfect. So I do need to get an oil change here soon. In the next week or so, I am due for a new oil change. So good thing I'll just be able to pull it out from here. So that's car maintenance. Up next, it's projects. This is another low priority sinking fund at this time, so it's going to get $1. Perfect. And then camera is going to get the final $1, because once again, this is a low priority for now. And then leftover is going to get what was left over here, and then I'll just put these $50 over here. So we had this left over. We can finally count the leftover envelope and see how much we had left over for the month of April. And as you can see, I have $25 here. That is what usually goes into my emergency fund. So I'm gonna go ahead and count what was left over for the month of April, and then I'll move this off to the side. So I'll put these there. And then, so these are the $25 that usually go into emergency fund. And then this is what was left over for the month of April, which I will count and we will see what we ended with. Have 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86. So we are going to add these along with the $25 to my emergency fund, and we will see if I was able to complete my goal of reaching $1,000 for that fund. So I'm gonna go ahead and recount. Sorry if that bugs you. I'm just gonna go ahead and recount with the $25 added. And we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we have $111 that we're gonna go ahead and add. And let me take out what's in here and we will put it all together and see what we ended the month with. So let me go ahead and first add it in here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. We're gonna go ahead and see, and we have 100, 200, 300, 400. And I'll move this here so I can have some space to count. So that's 400, 50, 500, 50, 650, 700, 20, 40, 60, 80, 800, 20, 40, 60, 80, 900, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 1,000, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. So I finally reached my goal of $1,000. I ended with $1,056. So that's perfect. I'm really happy that I was able to reach this goal in a little over a month. Honestly, I've never been able to do that before. I've set this goal of setting aside $1,000 for baby step 1 since the first time I started doing cash envelopes a couple years back, and I was just not disciplined enough. I was never able to do it. I always ended up taking money from there that I shouldn't have, and so it never worked out. And so finally this time I set my mind to it and I was able to reach my goal. So I can officially say that I have completed baby step 1 of the Dave Ramsey baby steps. So I'm really excited. And I am not going to put this in the bank quite yet. I did mention in my last video that I want to do some bill exchanges. So hopefully I can condense my sinking funds so that they're not as thick. So I'm going to put this back into its folder, into its little envelope, and probably after next week's video, I'll have that video up. But for now, it is going to stay in here. And after that is done, then I will deposit it into the bank. And then I do have some placeholders that are fake $1,000 bills. And I was inspired by Pink Budgets and a few other budgeters that I saw do that as well. So I'll bring that when I finish condensing those bills and put this into the bank. And yeah, that's finally it. So in next week's video, when you see me take out the leftover, it is no longer going to go to my emergency fund. I will just talk about that when I get to the end of the month to see what I decide to do with that money. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and just put these back in the order they belong, and then put them back into its binder. And then lastly, the leftover envelope. Okay, so these are my cash envelopes, my sinking funds. They are stuffed. I'm gonna go ahead and just put these here for now. And then I do have some change this time. So I have my change binder here. We'll open it and take this change out and add it here and see what we have by the end of the year. So that completes this video. I'll just add these in here so it's easier to keep track of them. There we go. So that concludes this video. If you enjoyed today's cash envelope stuffing, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave me any comments, any suggestions. I want to mention again that my previous video is always linked down below in the description box, as well as my budgeting Instagram and my personal Instagram, which I will insert here now, my budgeting Instagram. And if you want to follow my journey to debt freedom, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. I'd love to have you, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.